with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Missouri's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after his return. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense, because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The Tigers are rolling down the field.
Hey, kill it. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Kill. 528 Cruz. 528 Cruz.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gives it on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. The give to Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He might want another play. From the gun on third down, Simmons finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Hardy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Missouri wants to go fast. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it way down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That play had 0 shot. Do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Bulldozes his way through. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson jumps to the line.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Haynes. There's a crease. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Escapes the pressure going right. Big guy smells it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Clemson!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Simmons. That's caught. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Ready? Blue 30.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Terry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Simmons to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Blue Devils looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been strong.
Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tigers want to move quickly. On first down, it's Hardy again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throwing Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Go! Austin Simmons, the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The run inside. It's Haynes. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping.
Looking for a big play. Upstairs to make the catch. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires left. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Going to the run. It's Haynes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. Slams ahead. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Between the uprights, it's good. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Simmons. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a give to Hardy. Here's a little room there. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Starts to scramble to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter.
Good enough for a first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up to add another. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hardy again. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Clemson. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but
Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
no, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Here's Simmons to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Clemson calls it second timeout. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
allows the offense to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll give it to Hardy. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.